What I fear the most in life is variety of things. It's not one actual thing that I fear the most. It's quite simply said multiple things that I fear in my life, and that I think a lot of y'all can relate to this video. Hopefully, losing family. Now, I've obviously, unfortunately, just like the rest of you guys, maybe lost a family member, one or two. To be quite honest, having family is very nice to have, and I'm quite fortunate enough to say that my parents love me, even though a lot in the videos I joke around and stuff. Those are all banters, but I love them to death. They love me to death. Obviously, once in a while we've got an argument, and that's quite normal. There's no such actual thing as a 100% pure healthy relationship. That's just quite unrealistic, unfortunately, because that's often just forced, which is kind of strange. But yeah, the things that I fear in life is some people that are religious who may say, and probably will say, I fear God the most. I've got no clue why people would say that. I've really got no clue. Maybe because I've never been raised up with religion and stuff. Could be, I've got no clue really. But if I had to choose between one of the biggest things that I fear in my life is not having parents. Some of you might think it's quite weird. Some of you will probably choose money. Like, I would fear going broke. Wouldn't want to be broke. I have found out and come to the conclusion that wealth isn't really relevant if you've got no one to share it with or be around people. You can be as rich as you can be, as you can imagine. You can be a multi-millionaire. But if you've got no parents or no one that you feel and no one that loves you, then what's the point of having that amount of money if you can't share it with anyone, basically? So for me, going broke isn't my biggest fear. It's, to be quite fair, my least thing that I'm interested in worried in. It's the fact that I unfortunately know for a fact that I'm going to have to live without my parents one day, and that fucking scares me a lot. And I've lost my grandfather, unfortunately, a couple of years ago, 2011. It's been 10 years almost. I think it already has been 10 plus, and fuck, the time goes fast. And at a certain age, at that age, I didn't know how to cooperate with losing someone. Unfortunately, he lived across, so he lived in England. I lived in the Netherlands at the time, still do to this very day. So I was quite young, couldn't very handle my autism and emotions that well. But now it's a totally different thing. I'm not heartless. I've got a heart. I just don't give my heart to people because it's been broken too often, fucked around too often with. So that's why I kind of keep my heart to only the people that I know truly love me and take good care of me. And those are a couple of people: my mom, my dad, my little sister, my dogs, my cats, my brother, like my actual brother, not a brother from another mother. That, you my brother. No such fucking thing as someone being your brother if it's not your actual brother. That's cap. Fuck the dude. He ain't your real actual brother. Your real brother would do stuff for you that your supposed brother friend wouldn't do. Like, fuck it, I'll keep it honest. I wouldn't snitch on my family. Fuck no. I would never snitch on my family. I wouldn't. Family's number one. You don't snitch on family. That's a pussy movie, But maybe it's easy for me to say because I've got a very good bond with my family. But anyways, like I said, to be quite fairly honest, that's the biggest thing that I fear is moving this camera. Oh, sorry, I actually had it perfectly soon. My family. I know for a fact that one day I'm going to have to live without him, and that's quite scary. I don't know if any of you guys that are watching this video have lost anyone that you cared about that was truly close to you, or if you've lost a parent or parents. Maybe you've never actually met your parents or don't have a good bond. I really couldn't imagine if I had to live without parents. To be quite honest, I know someone in my neighborhood who, hasn't ever met their dad. I'm gonna keep this person private, obviously. And this person has no contact with the mother because, for multiple reasons, I can't discuss, unfortunately, but that person lives with foster parents, and it's totally different than what I've got. So, as well, having parents that truly care for you, not just give birth to you and then let you do your thing, that actually give about you till the day that they are in the casket, is a very big privilege, like I said, because not everyone has parents. It's the same with school. Not everyone has the same opportunities as you to be able to go to school. Not everyone has got a mom and dad that takes care of them and that actually loves them. You've got a lot of fucked up parents in this world that don't care about their child. Let them starve, hunger out. Let them live in poverty. Not clean them. Not give them love. So in order for you to receive those things, it's quite a big privilege. That's the kind of way that I look and approach certain things. But yeah, my mom has lost her father because her father was my grandfather, and I can't imagine what it feels like. And to be kind of fair, I don't want to know what it feels like. I'll be so fucking devastated if I had to live without my parents, especially during these kind of times. You know, obviously during this whole pandemic thing, you are kind of on top of each other's lips the whole time, you know, indoor. There's nothing to do outside because nothing's open. You know, once in a while a word flies out. I'll be very honest with you guys. It flies out my mouth, and afterwards I'm like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that. That was quite disrespectful for me. But then here's the thing with me, I don't apologize after that because I know how my parents are. There's no point of me saying sorry. The thing is, especially with my dad, if I say something that truly hurts him, and my dad doesn't just get hurt, he's not no snowflake. But if I say something that really hurts him, I obviously don't mean it. None of those things were my intention. I think a lot of you can agree when we say certain things, we don't actually mean any intent of hurting that person physically or mentally. It's just those kind of things often you say due to frustration, and after those frustrations have ended, you are kind of disappointed in your words and actions and what you've done to the person. And that's the exact same thing I've got with my dad. Some things that I've said in the past I didn't mean, but I kind of said it unfortunately, due to the moment that there was an explosive sort of kind of like reaction. And it'd be really, I don't know what I'd be without my dad and my mom, to be quite fairly honest, with my family, including my brother. I can't imagine living without them. I can't imagine not having a bond with them. I can't imagine not being around and with them. And to know for a fact that hopefully, as fucked up as it sounds to be quite fair, I can outlive them, because I could die possibly any moment. Hey, for all I know, I could possibly die at this exact same moment when I'm recording this video for you guys. But obviously the chance is quite small, but you've still got that chance though. Stuff like that can happen. So you've got to appreciate each second that you are spending with the person, even if it's a fucked up relationship you've got. You've got to still enjoy the moments you can cherish with that person, because the stuff can end very fast. My mom doesn't have a father, and it hurts her quite a lot to this day. You know, and I can obviously say what the pain feels like, because I've never lost my father. I've never lost a parent. Yes, I know what it feels like losing someone I love, but that's not the fuck. You can't compare that. I knew only a small part of my grandfather due to the fact he lived outside of Europe. Well, quite now, obviously UK, but he lived outside of the Netherlands. They all lived in the UK still to this day, I think. I could only get to know a very small percentage of my grandfather because I was a very young kid. But fuck, man, I swear to God, the best moments that I can tell you, probably one of the best moments ever was with my grandfather. We were shopping. Fuck, man, I think I was 4 or 5, you know, at the mall in the UK. And I remember there was like, also fucking awesome. I was in this trolley, you know, and he had like £10 on him. For those who do not know, £10 is a currency of Ludo that they use in the UK. I think to be quite fair, I think they use it throughout the whole United Kingdom. I think Ireland and Scotland and, you know, the rest also use it. I've got no clue if it's true, but maybe they do. I don't know. It makes sense though. There was this like little jelly bean machine, right? And I was like, ooh, can I have it? He said, oh, okay, fine, 1, 2, 3. Fucking guy spends £10 on me, like, repetitively. And that is probably the best moment that I had ever had with the guy, because I wasn't ever able to spend very good actual quality time with him because I was so young. And at that age, you don't really think of those moments. You don't really cherish the moments as you do right now. Like now, I'm looking at it like, God, what a fucking awesome dude this was. God bless him. I swear to God, if he was still alive, I would know for a fact that he would be super proud of what I've got and built up and achieved to this very next day. But fuck, it wasn't meant, unfortunately, to be quite fair. It wasn't meant. I don't want to say he was meant to pass away, but to be quite fair, if you are a religious person, because he would say it was God's choice. God made me do this. I wouldn't personally say, but fuck, you know, because I haven't been born and raised up religious, but Those are the kind of things you've got to cherish and appreciate every second you're with someone. Even if you don't like them, even if you can't stand the person, fuck it, that person could not be there the next moment, the next day. That's why when someone says, "I see you tomorrow," I said, "How do you know? I could get hit by a train." And they say, "That's quite fucked up. Why would you say that?" Because it can happen. You've got to be realistic as well. Maybe because I'm kind of like thinking too far, stuff like that, but that's how I kind of think. And my dad exactly. So my biggest fear is losing the people that I love and the people that actually care about me. And I can't, and like I said, I don't want to know what it feels like losing a person that I truly care a lot about. I may not show it always. But my parents know deep inside, they mean the world to me. And I wouldn't be jack shit without them. I really wouldn't. Because if it wasn't for my mom and dad supporting me on my channels, I probably would have never continued YouTube. If it weren't for that support. Because I know for a fact that a lot of parents would be like, "Our kid is so fucking stupid. Look at him, trying to be a YouTuber, trying to become something with his life. Useless." I've spoken to content creators out there that have got bad relationships with their parents. That have told me that they stopped creating YouTube videos because of their parents not supporting them. And that's quite fucked up, man. I do think that is really messed up. The people that gave birth to you, that raised you up till this very day, not supporting you, that is a quite messed up thing. Regardless of the situation with your parents, that is messed up, man. That's your fucking child. That's your blood birth child. That's your thing you've created. To not go and support it, that's kind of messed up. So you gotta cherish every moment you can with a person. So like I said, biggest fear is, to be quite fair, not being able to see my parents one day. And I've got a feeling that they'll hopefully die at an old age. Hopefully, but I've got no clue. I can't see in the future, fortunately, which is kind of a shame, I suppose you can say. But maybe also a very good thing. Then you don't get to know when they've officially passed away, which is kind of weird if you could know that, but yeah, let me know if you've ever lost a person that you truly cared of, friend-wise. Because I've also lost people, and that fucking hurts. They were quite fair. It hurts quite a lot. I lost a good friend of mine a couple of years back ago due to a motorcycle accident. I literally go to his grave twice a week now. I used to go like every day, 5 days a week. It's kind of weird, like 4 or 5 times. But yeah, I just do because I just love being at a graveyard because it's just very calm, relaxing. It's quiet. Yeah, and obviously because there's people in the grave. No pun intended, obviously. But is it weird if I say that I talk to him while he's not here though? Like, kind of enjoy talking to him. Maybe I'm just tripping, but yeah, no, I do miss him till this very next day. And I obviously couldn't imagine what his parents must feel like, because I know his parents personally. I've known them for years. Because here's the thing, right? Everyone that my brother and I used to grow up with, we used to like fucking literally live in the same area. Fucking a guy fucking living there, a guy living there. It was fucking awesome back in the days. It was very cool. Everyone knew each other before all the social media stuff came, But as they all grew up, eventually they got family, they got income, they got a house, blah blah blah. My brothers as well. So they sort of separated. We still have contact with them once in a while. Some guys live 20 minutes away from me, an hour. It's cool once in a while. Once in a while you see them, you just say, "Yo, what up?" But that's it. Fuck it. It's mutual love. It's not like it was back in the day, because you have to grow up to an eventual point. You've got to grow up with your life and become a real man and take care of your business. That's what most of the guys have done. Not all, fortunately, But my brother's one of them who did the thing and is doing a very good job to this day. So yeah. I'm going to end this video, but I wanted to show you something. Check this out. This is going to be today's ASMR video, and I want to show you this. I hope it will autofocus. I've got no fucking clue. My camera's broken a little bit, for those who if you haven't noticed. This is a vape video that will come out tomorrow. I hope y'all can see it. Yeah, my camera's broken. It's got like a fucking scratch in the middle, so I truly do apologize. It's really crap. Got the vape, obviously. I'm gonna buy a new camera because this one is fucked up. I don't know what I did with it, but I scratched it, obviously. The lemon. There you go. Got the lemon ice, and we've got cannabis. Fucking very strange. It smells like cannabis as well. There you go. Cannabis. Then we shall take this one again. Oh, nougat. I've smelled this one, and to be quite fair, fucking nasty. It literally, I swear to God, it's the same one that I had a couple of months ago, which I didn't like, but that's good. We're gonna test anyways. This is the vape that I'll be using, obviously, again. Let's try it out. Yes, I don't smoke over my lungs. I don't want to. I'm gonna end this video, man. Anyways, today's ASMR video, so yeah, stay tuned. Fuck, alright, one more time, alright, then I'll end it. It's very strong. Fuck, man, it's very strong. Like icy. It's you know, it's lemon ice, but regardless, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the crazy amount of uploads. Geez, I think 4 videos in 3-4 days. That's a lot of damage. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and